Okay, I am recording. Uh, Welcome back, everyone. My most popular video on my channel is the one where I go on the Alphys date. But there's a lot of people, or a lot for me that is, that have posted on there that while they saw my video, they didn't understand how to get it. So, after having recently restarted my computer, I had to play through the whole game again. Here's what you have to do. If you need to do one whole playthrough to the neutral ending. You can play your very first playthrough as a true pacifist, but you'll still get the neutral ending the first time through. After you beat Photoshop Flowey, then you reload the save, and you'll wind up wherever you last save. In my case, it's right by the end here. So now the fun comes in backtracking. Because now, once you've beaten Photoshop Flowey and done the neutral ending, since in my case I went through already doing a true pacifist round anyway, I can just reload my save. If you didn't do a true neutral or a true pacifist run, then you'll need to restart and actually do a pacifist run. But no matter what, you always have to do a neutral run first. I don't know if doing a genocide will allow you to skip the requirement, but I'm not going to test that. That's one thing I like about Deltarune more than Undertale is the fact you have a run button. Okay, so you're outside the core now. Once you've done the true pacifist route, you need to go on the date with Papyrus. You need to go on the date with Undyne. After you beat her, you go back to her place. Papyrus will be standing outside. With Papyrus, it's literally right after you beat him, you go back to his place and he'll be standing outside. And then you also need to do the little date thing with Sans. And to do that, you just make it up to the MTT resort, and he'll be standing outside. You talk to him, you go with him, and that's what you need to do. You need to have those three. And then, once you're walking out of the core, you'll get a phone call. And then you just do what now that you've gotten the phone call, you just do what she said, and go all the way back to Snowden. But with Sans, you'll be standing right here. Okay, which way is the elevator? Right here. Left one. Thank God for fast travel. Take me to Snowden in the kitty boat. Fair enough. Say something weird if someone asks why, well then you know they're listening. Or you really got their attention, one of the two. Go through. Let's see here. And you just talk to First off, you need to make sure that you don't have a full inventory like I do. Oh. Sorry for skipping through it, just haven't. Undyne, and I drop it. Oh. Wait, no, I can't do it in front of her, right? Hold on. Can I do it now that she's off screen? Nope. You don't need to do this, it's just a fun little Easter egg. And if you toss it, you go right back to Undyne. And now we go just off screen into the next one. And we try to drop it. Also notice that's the game telling you you ain't throwing away more key items, you moron. And now we go right back to Hotland. And then you go through the date and everything else. So what's going on is... Hopefully this is picking me up properly, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, fun. And there's Windows Update. Anyway, yeah, so that's really all you gotta do in order to get the call from Undyne is to do a True Pacifist route after a neutral route. It can be any kind of neutral route as long as it isn't genocide, which is genocide and not neutral. Basically any route where you fight Asgore, you fight Flowey, and then you go from there. If you start out with a true neutral route, and then, or a true pacifist route, and then you'll still fight Photoshop Flowey again, like I said, when you, if I line my hand up right. Anyway, so, to sum it up, if you start a brand new game, like you fresh installed, you know all the extra files and all that are gone, everything else, you do a fresh install of Undertale, then you need to, then you can play the game, and no matter what you do, unless you're specifically going for a genocide route, no matter what you do, you will get a neutral route, even if you run the whole game as a pacifist route. But if you run the whole game as a pacifist route, then after you fight Photoshop Flowey, like I said, you reload your save. You've already got all the dates with them. When you're walking back from the core, like you saw, that's when you get the phone call. However, if you do a neutral run, but it isn't a true pacifist run, and you haven't gone out to hang out with anyone, that's when, whatchamacallit, that's when you need to do a reset, in order to start again. But if you do it pacifist route, but you don't date anyone, reload your save, go out on the dates with them, and then when you're walking on that bridge, whether you're going to the core or coming back from the core, you'll get the call. If you do just a normal neutral route where you've killed people, killed the monsters and stuff like that, then you need to reset and do a true pacifist route in order to get the true pacifist ending. And then, if you do it the second time, I'm not sure if you get the call right away. I think you get the call after Mettaton. You still have to go up to the end there where Asgore walks through to the barrier, but then after that you just walk back. It's the same thing. You basically need to get to the end of the game and then backtrack. That's the only way you can get this sequence of events to happen. You can't do it just walking through normally and suddenly you get the call, because part of the reason is, story-wise, you're still going through the events with Alphys by the time you're walking to the core, so it wouldn't make sense for you to get the call, go back to Undyne, take the letter here, do the date with Alphys, because, and then go do Mettaton in the core and all that, because of how she acts in that section of the game. It just wouldn't line up. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna go through this again for this video because why not? I just spent way too long getting back to this point because, like I said, fresh game. Oh, no, damn it, Windows. And here we go. Dig, start. Oh God. For Undyne. Yeah. Perfect, to the garbage dump. Sorry, I'm not saying much. I'm a little tired. Too late. Yeah, no shit. You thought it was a pity date, you poor soul. And I took on a photorealistic flower. Fuck you. Well, I shouldn't say that. No, I took on an amalgamation of photorealistic shit because it was literally photos and also Photoshop Flowey. And yet she's the brave, and then she's so brave and cool. Tell the truth. That hits close to home. Let's do it. Ta-da! Oh no. All the stare she gives you, too. Here's the truth. Oh. There he is! Jug boy! There you go! I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. It'll be fine. I think anyone that's into anime all had their heart broken when they realized it wasn't real. And now she's going to go cry in the fire. Now we go back to the lab. After one hell of a walk. There it is. Okay. That was the plan, Bone Man. Hi. I'm sorry, I just love that. You gotta talk to him and just like, hi. Scotland. Must be a bumpy ride. Humans, monsters, and flowers. Do you know something, river person? Excuse me. Look at me! Ain't I gorgeous? Read the note. Here we go! Now we're locked into the True Pacifist room. And we're dead. Entry number 3. Okay, mad scientist. I'm reading this in part 2 because it's been a while. That's not creepy at all. I don't wanna. No, you ugly bastard. Here's a little Easter egg for you guys. In bed. Don't look behind you. You're just comfortable in bed. You just didn't pull up the blankets. You'll be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't touch me. Okay, back to work. Plant. Perfect. That couldn't go wrong. The fact that I can take the form of the exclamation point is disturbing. That's not creepy at all. Get near me, you fucking... I wonder why. Push a button. Oh, I shouldn't have pushed a button. I hate how it just says from an orifice. Don't touch me! Nope. No. You're normal. I feel bad for you. Go away. Waggling your thing at me! Stop it! Why the sad music? Why? Why? Just why? Why? Crank it up. Hi. Gummy looking freaks. What? And there's probably a decent amount of people that said, why didn't you find a way to distill the determination? Nothing until it's mixed with the remains of the deceased prince. Oh wait, yeah, you have seen that. Never mind. Yeah, no, yeah, once you're gone the True Pacifist route, there ain't no going back. Shit. So you better have gotten everything you needed beforehand. Otherwise, you're fucked. No save points or anything. Right on through up until the only save point we have. And with that, that's it. I probably over-explained it. Basically, all you need to know is you need to date everyone. If you're starting a new game, you're gonna get a neutral run, or you're going to get a neutral ending, even if you do a True Pacifist through the whole thing. If you do a True Pacifist through the whole thing and you backtrack and you don't get the call, well, that's because you forgot to date someone. Just talk to Papyrus, go to Undyne's place, and go in front of the MTT hotel, and figure out who you haven't dated. Then when you walk across the bridge, you'll get the call. That's after you actually finish the true neutral ending with Photoshop Flowey and all that. If you didn't do a True Pacifist when you got the neutral, you're going to have to restart and actually do the whole thing as a True Pacifist. Genocide, don't know about, not going to test it. But, there you go. That's as simple as I can make it. I hope you can hear me clearly. I really am not going to try and make this again because I obviously already saved over my game anyway, so. With that in mind, Hope this was informative for those of you that was curious about how to actually get the True Pacifist ending. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, day, night, whatever that you watch this. Goodbye.